Welcome to Recovering Addict.
Boop boop. I'm Feliz. I'm married to an alcoholic addict. Was a little codependent, a little co-addicted. Got a little sucked into his addiction. Y'all might know him. He's the wonderful Leonard Weaver, also known as LT. He's taking the day off, and it's the Me and Jake show.
I'm Jake. I'm a recovering substance user. Long history of trauma, long history of substance abuse, prison, jails, institutions, not death. So, not yet.
Be crazy if you did.
Yeah, so.
Misha! Hi. Oh, yeah. We gotta share because I can't find the other mic.
I'm Link, and I'm here to enjoy the ride of recovery.
What are you recovering from?
Dad's addiction.
Pokemon.
Good answer. Pokemon Go. I love Pokemon Go. Every day.
Did you play Pokemon Go?
I used to.
You used to?
Yeah,
Why not anymore?
It's stupid.
Why is it stupid?
Because TikTok's the new thing.
TikTok's the new thing?
Yeah.
Have you played the Ghostbusters version of Pokemon Go?
No.
Obviously not.
What up, Gage?
But don't do that here. All right, let's say hello real quick, and then we'll read the Kindle. Knock, knock. Who's there? Nobody. Because you're the first one. We were making us not look like aliens.
It's like when you show up to a party that you like you're throwing and nobody shows up. That's Merc's life.
Aw.
Meow.
Love you, Merc. What's up, Sky? Mo? Andrew? Purse for you, my friend. Marilyn. Hi. Just kidding. Hi, Marilyn. That's my girl. That's my girl, Misha, right there. We did some hill sprints today and almost died.
You did hill sprints today?
Yeah, that was today's workout.
In my best sandals.
And then Linky did them in flip-flops.
And I was the fastest one.
He was the fastest one. My legs were toast. That hill's not so easy.
Romer? The park in Washington Terrace?
No, we just did it right outside our house. Up that hill.
Oh.
It's real steep.
Oh, okay.
The girls say hi. Hi, girls. Love you. Michelle, what is up? Hey, Gage.
What up, Gage?
Why weren't we getting her picture?
Who?
Go up, look, check. Or down. Oh, it was an error.
Michelle,
Momentary error.
Hey, Kim. What's up, Michelle? So.
See? Right there again.
Oh, I don't know.
Interesting.
6 more share squads to get to 100. So share and 6 more. And the 6th one today gets a hat because that will be 100 shares. And we said 100 shares, you get a free hat.
And the 101st one gets a picture.
So Michelle has made it 6. There's 6 more to go.
And the 101st one gets a picture of the person wearing the free hat.
Yes. What's up, Carla? Desmond.
Des.
I was stuck on the floor trying my hardest not to throw up because it was hard. Hey, Jeanette. Hey, Mark again. Mark again. There's Claiborne.
Oh, yeah.
I was commenting on the wrong one. I think, Hey, everybody. Yeah, Teeter said he's seen your comments, but I wasn't seeing them, so I must have. I just tried to share it to the group. I don't know. We're new. And, Petey. Gotta say hi to Petey. What is up?
What? Well, we were going to ask him a question.
Who?
Petey.
Oh, how many sobers are you?
How many sobers?
Yeah.
How many sobers?
How many sobers do you have?
How many sobers are you in?
Petey?
Well, there's Amanda.
How do you ask that question?
There's
Hey,
Amanda.
man.
What's your sobriety date?
Well, no, I don't want to know his date. I want to know how many he has.
How many sobers?
Yeah.
How many sobers? Come on, let's get your sobers, man.
How many days?
Share squad. Oh, look at
There's
that.
Jenny.
Did another 1,000 share goal. Boom.
Oh.
Okay. 5 more.
Who is Teeter, Des?
Who is Teeter?
How is Teeter?
How is Teeter?
He's a man of mystery.
I don't know. Maybe you'll find out later. Maybe you won't.
You know.
What's up, Jenny? Jenny, your Facebook posts really make me laugh. You're a funny lady.
Oh.
Susan, not sure who you are, but I'm here. Well, we are here with Recovering Addict. And we're here to talk about recovery, and we're here to talk about the family side of it, because my husband is a recovering alcoholic, which is his daddy, because this is my son Link. And then my good friend over here, Jake.
Okay, there you. What the?
When I say names, my mind goes completely blank. It's not that I don't know. It just takes a minute for it to wire itself around and come out my mouth. My friend here.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
My buddy.
See, 9 months. March.
Yeah, so I swear we've been doing this for like 9 months. It feels like.
We were having a conversation, and you were the timer, Petey.
Yeah, I swear we were here when you first started.
There's the mayor's daughter.
What up, man? Look at my mouse is all huge.
Yes, we are having all kinds of weirdness today.
What is up? Oh, 2 days clean for Susan.
Invincible.
Very cool.
Daydreamers. Oh,
yeah.
We got a Twitcher. Hi,
Twitch.
Invincible Daydreamer.
Link drew a picture of what my brain does when I hear names. Can you see it? Name.
Wow.
That's what my brain does.
There's Sean.
What's up, Sean? Yeah, so we're glad you're here, Susan. Today we're going to be talking about
The Connected Child, a book written by Dr. Karen Purvis, Dr. David R. Cross, and Wendy Lyons Sunshine. Must be a hippie.
Yes.
Yes, to talk about TBRI, or Trust Based Relational Intervention.
Yeah.
The book is primarily written for families who have welcomed children from other countries and cultures, from troubled backgrounds, and with special behavioral or emotional needs. So it's children from hard places. And, as the family side of addiction, I thought that this would be good because I've actually been utilizing this in my own home with my own children since children from hard places, that definition does fit them. And the hard place was the place that I created. So I figure it is part of my due diligence to adopt this system so that I can help them learn self-regulation, learn trust, and learn love, so that I can hopefully alter their developmental trajectory into something a lot more positive, so that they don't go down the roads that I did.
Yes. Mayor's daughter's like, I don't have the book.
You don't have the
So,
book?
Susan, this is a great community, and I'll drop links because we do have a private Facebook group and a Discord that you can join, and there's 24-hour help in there. We got people from Australia, UK, all over the US that's there to help anytime you need it. And then we do go live Sunday nights at 8 and Tuesday nights at 8. And on those nights, we're going through this book. My husband is. It's called It Will Never Happen to Me, Growing Up with Addiction. The next chapter is going to be pretty good, I think. Yes.
If y'all are having a bad day, just look at my eyes.
He's got crazy eyes.
You still need that floppy ear hat.
Floppy ear hat?
Yeah.
26 days left, Claiborne, and then you're going to move to Utah so you can be my new barber. It's cold. Cold? What is cold for Arizona? Like 80? Is it? What's up, John? Hey, green eyed cat. We got a couple more popped in. We got Squid. It's like okay.
Of course, Link's okay. He's always okay. Look at this mug.
What's up? Glad you're here. Fish.
Cassie.
Love you.
She was in our meeting last night.
Cassie?
That was awesome.
It said Cassie.
Cassie, yeah.
I totally said it wrong.
Yeah, it was awesome. I think it was
Sunday.
last night. Was it last night, Cassie? We don't need to discuss the content or anything, but I guess I broke anonymity. She was in our meeting last night. Sorry, I was there too.
Fired.
There's Lish.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Glad we're here.
What?
Glad you popped in.
Right there. Right when I was getting depressed again. Perfect timing. You see, everything happens the way it's supposed to. You were meant to find us today.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And then we got Lish that popped in.
Ooh,
Green-eyed
Yes.
cat. Have we already spoke to green-eyed cat?
Oh, we said hi.
I think they
As long as you're here.
I
Boom,
think-
boom,
think
boom.
the people
What
say
Petey
hi.
said.
Oh,
Okay,
they're
so
probably-
I'm going to let Jake talk for a minute while I put these links in.
If you could pull up the Kindle reader so we don't forget that like we do all the time.
Yes, let's do this.
Ooh, this is a different one. November 19th, AA Thought for the Day.
Oh, it is different.
In AA, we do not speak much of sex, and yet putting sex in its proper place in our lives is one of the rewards that has come to us as a result of our new way of living. The big book says, take this away from me, that many of us needed an overhauling there. It also says that we subjected each sex relation to this test. Was it selfish or not? We remembered always that our sex powers were God-given and therefore good, neither to be used lightly or selfishly, nor to be despised or loathed. We can ask God to mold our ideals and to help us to live up to them. We can act accordingly. Have I got my sex life under proper control? And then the meditation for the day. I will lift up my eyes unto the heights whence cometh my help. Try to raise your thoughts from the depths of the sordid and mean and impure things of the earth to the heights of goodness and decency and beauty. Train your insight by trying to take the higher view. Train it more and more until distant heights become more familiar. The heights of the Lord, whence cometh your help, will become nearer and dearer, and the false values of the earth will seem farther away. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may keep my eyes forever downcast. I pray that I may set my sights on higher things.
I feel like that's fitting since we're talking about kids. I don't know. Awkward.
I kept giggling every time I say cometh.
Ooh. So it totally covered.
Not related.
No.
Completely disconnected.
So I'm just going to drop the links in here. Y'all can join our community if you still want to. Don't blame me if you don't.
Please do.
Blame AA for the thought of the day. We just happened to land on November 19th on a weird Thursday, okay?
We don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Everything just went weird, and then I'm giggling like a 7-year-old on the playground. Want to throw sand in some girl's eyes because I like her.
I don't know why, but I relate to that.
Like, I'm sure, like, you've seen girls, you're like, ooh, you don't know how to control yourself. You just want to go, like, pull their hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yaga.
Not Yaga.
What's going on?
I don't know.
We're all lost for words, Desmond. The rest of the show is just going to be awkward silence.
Oh, it's all just exploded.
And here's the kids.
God, you get so sweaty.
He's a sweaty
you been
boy.
rowing?
So we're you three were addicts. Hope not.
Ow, get the,
No,
that's
Jake was an addict. Link is the child of an addict. I am the spouse of an addict. So we have all the three perspectives going on here. Crickets.
He's sweaty as hell, and he just wiped his head all over my face.
No, I just saw some. Where are you guys located? We are in Ogden, Utah.
I love you too, baby.
Things just got weird. Yes. What's the difference between an enzyme and a hormone? I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Google it, Claiborne.
I could tell you what it's like to live with an addict. You want to know about that?
Ooh,
What?
the whatever K4 Mr. Foreign Huss.
Okay, hold on. No, well, it is connected to addict alcoholics have a baby. Yep. Do you think that it's positive for addicts to be more open of their past?
Absolutely.
I do agree.
They're obviously, like, there is a time and a place to open up, gauge your audience type stuff. But if you're in an AA meeting or a recovery meeting, obviously, if you've done some really horrible shit, you don't want to open up in the middle of a room full of kids, unless they're your kids or your friends' kids.
Yeah, we were super open and honest with our kids. LT was super honest about his addiction, mostly because they lived through it and they seen it. And you kind of almost have to, I feel like, explain what they went through to them and apologize, but not hide it because then they're not going to trust you.
Yeah, I'm also very open with my boys about my past.
We even saw where he hid it.
Yeah. His alcohol.
The quotes.
We saw where
hid it. He was. We were on a scavenger hunt. We're looking for treasure.
Yeah.
He showed us where he hid it. What?
Yeah. Just be open about your past. I think that's a good idea. So, was that a joke, Claiborne? Can't hear an enzyme? What is the difference between an enzyme and a hormone?
Oh, you can't hear
Ah.
Maybe we should ask the neurology nurse what a hormone and enzyme is. I think that falls under that umbrella. And how has that made your life unmanageable?
We got a couple people in the group. One I know for sure who's not here tonight, but he has a gambling addiction.
He's got a Superman crush on Dawn too.
John?
I was talking about the
other one?
the Philly.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, Superman crush. Oh goodness.
Letting out the secrets tonight.
I didn't say his name.
No, I know. When did we start? Is that what you said? When did you start? I think close to 9 months ago, if I did my calculations off of Petey's sobriety date correctly.
Petey's the clock.
Petey, how much sober did you have under your belt when we met you?
How many sobers?
How many sobers did you
How many
have?
sobers?
Don't you think?
Look at Teeter in the backstage there. Let's pull him on right now. Hold on. You better get ready, Teeter. You better get ready because it is. Hold on.
Wait, let me get rid of the comment.
Dun, dun, dun. Ow.
Mouse Wars. Mouse Wars. Go.
It's Brand.
I don't know.
Where is it?
It's right there.
Oh, because it is Teeter Top.
Omski Teeter has arrived.
Hello,
Oh,
y'all.
there it is. We can hear you.
Greetings to all.
Yes, I unmuted. You had to remind me to unmute myself.
Let's take
I
note.
forget to unmute myself when I start talking.
Like that one right there. Let's cover that when we come back.
Anyways, so I just wanted to give everyone a heads up that Andrew, aka Asia, is in the hospital. Had some stuff happen, so he's gonna be in there for a bit, but gonna get better and taking care of himself. So thoughts and prayers for Andrew tonight, first and foremost, from everybody is definitely appreciated.
Always.
Prayers for Andrew.
Prayers.
Prayers.
So anyway, this is kind of last minute because I wasn't expecting to have a day off because my work computer went kaput on me last night.
Boo.
So I've been waiting for my work computer all day from my boss, and I guess they're like, oh, just have the day off with pay. I'm like, okay.
That's a nice day off, and I'm glad that you got to be here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So anyway, I haven't really had anything planned to talk about. So I'm just like, I don't know.
Well, who's that special guest back there? That's your
Oh,
nephew?
this is my godson, Dominic.
Godson. That's right.
He's Jenny's son, actually, but my godson. He's over here helping out around the house and taking care of me while Andrew's in the hospital.
Oh, right on.
He's making sure I stay straight and sober and everything else.
What a good kid.
So, yeah, I just want to give everyone an update on Andrews and let you guys know. So I told him he better get his ass on here, even if he's in the hospital.
I seen him in there. We told him hi. Hello again, Aisha. We hope you're doing okay.
Hello.
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 So it's been kind of a rough and stressful week, but here I am, another day sober.
Attaboy.
Excellent. Very good. How many sobers do you have now?
Yeah, how many sobers?
Just past 9 months.
Hey, when did we meet you? How many sobers did you have?
I think I was less than a month sober.
Yeah, see, so it's been like 9 months.
I
We've
think
been-
it was like 2 weeks when I first found you guys.
Yeah.
Because I hit 8 months in November 1st.
Dang. I think
So-
LT was only like 4 months sober. When the COVID.
Yeah, and then we had to be sober through all the COVID stuff, and it's like, oh lordy, that makes it even harder.
I
Yeah.
don't think we're supposed to say those words on here,
Mm.
Ooh, you know what?
like the P's and the C's and the.
The pandemic that shall not be named. Can we not say
Well-
pandemic either?
I think we just got demonetized.
Gosh dang it.
It could be worse. We're on a lockdown over here. We have to shelter in place.
You're in lockdown?
Yep, we're sheltered in place through the rest of the month.
Oh dang.
Our governor had to put us on a lockdown over here because our cases went skyrocketing.
Oh wow. Yeah, ours are through the roof. They keep saying we're something like that, but I don't see any changes.
Yeah, we just wear masks. Like there's a mask mandate. We just
Yeah.
go and do basically whatever we were doing before. We just have to wear masks in public. Some old woman told me, put on your mask.
Okay.
Yeah, so like over here, you have to wear a mask.
Into it.
You have to wear a mask. All the indoor recreational and dining facilities have closed. You can either only do curbside or delivery if you want to order food. Everywhere except for some of the essential businesses have to close at 10 o'clock.
Crazy. Such a smart.
Yeah, so they really tightened up the restrictions over here.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, that's the reason we started this channel, was to help during the thing that shall not be named.
The pandemic.
Like
Sorry.
because
Too
all
late now.
the AA meetings got shut down and nobody had anywhere to go. So we're like, well, let's do meetings online. And we'll give
And-
them a family perspective.
And whether you're a alcoholic or an addict,
Let's just say
this is the place to go because honestly, I've never been to a in-person meeting, and this group is the one that's been keeping me sane and sober.
Ah, you keep us sane.
oh, so cute.
Yeah, right. I probably drive you insane.
Ah, we love Peter.
Sometimes.
Rub him.
So yeah, I just wanted to pop on in and say hi to y'all and say that I miss you because work's been kind of crazy and I'm only able to go on like once a week unless my computer goes down. So, oh, and Dominic wants to know who eats spaghetti with the spoon.
Wait, why isn't he asking the question? He's right there.
I
Dominic,
my fork with a spoon.
ask the
Yeah.
question.
You got the floor.
Is
Come
it
on.
okay to eat spaghetti with spoons?
No.
I do.
Spaghetti is done.
Maybe,
I do now.
Maybe if you're 3,
Well,
It's
I throw it up in a spoon.
fine.
you chop it up and eat it. It's not the same. You gotta be able to like.
So is it
spin
the
and slurp
texture?
it.
Okay, we've digressed. Anyway,
That's our thoughts.
That's the thought of the day from Dominic.
thought of
Dominic's
the day.
thought of the day.
Is it socially acceptable to eat spaghetti with a spoon? Post in the comments. Let us know what you think. Okay.
You know what? Since we're all quarantined, you can't go get your drugs.
That's right.
that is nonsense. Like I can walk onto my front porch and I can like there.
It was a good thought though, but
It was a good thought. That's
it
not
should
gonna
be.
s-
That
that's
should
not-
be how it works.
You know.
Wish-
You,
Wish that's how it worked. What are you doing? You eat with a spoon?
No, a fork.
Attaboy.
Flork? He said floor.
Funny. All right, Peter.
Back to the grind now, sir.
I'm glad you're here. Prayers for Asia. Spaghetti looks delicious.
That better be turkey meat in there.
No, it's meatballs.
Oh, okay. Turkey meatballs.
Big ones too.
Yeah.
All right.
We didn't hear what he said.
On
The
air.
audio didn't pick up whatever kind of craziness he just said, so you're good.
All right, throw me back there.
Okay.
Okay, you better.
Bye. Bye, Teeter. We'll see you later. Have a good night.
Okay.
All right, let's go back to this question.
I think
Was it this one?
right there? Yeah, that was one of them. So, don't you think the child's perspective of the parent would change positively or negatively? Okay. Now let's take a moment and think about this.
Wait, are we talking back to if we're
back
honest?
to the addiction, if we're honest.
The
about
honesty.
that.
Okay.
So think about this. If your children are living with you while you are in an active addiction, you are a crazy person.
Mhm.
You are doing all kinds of weird shit that they don't understand. So don't you think that if you were open with them and were honest with them, you've already hurt them with your addictive behaviors. So by opening up and being transparent with them about your past behaviors and the reasons for them, and making that commitment to change by working your program, whatever that may be, whether it's fitness or working the 12 steps or, counseling, whatever, don't you think that you would be able to begin repairing those relationships with your children by showing them the respect of being honest with them?
Agreed. I think that they would take it more positively because it's not fun to be lied to. Because they see it. They're not blind. This as hard as you think or as well as you think you're hiding it, you're probably not.
This one's blind, half blind.
He's half blind. Like
Half
my
blind. Which
my
eye?
kids knew what was going on.
Okay, so that's the one I'm going to poke.
Where's your glasses?
Are they Z87 certified?
Hey.
I almost got you too, sucker.
No eye poking. So,
Not
and I
allowed.
think my kids took it positively when LT was open with them and talked to them about what was going on.
Yeah, and I've developed a hell of a relationship with both of my boys that I have at home with me as a result of being open and honest with not only my addictions, but with my recovery as well. Letting them know what I'm doing, explaining to them the things that I'm learning. Like I've been having conversations with my older boy in regards to this and explaining to him what I'm doing, the methodology behind the way that I am reacting to my younger's behaviors, and just further building that bond there by showing him that trust, because I trust him to share myself. Like, I never really talked to my dad. Like, I didn't know that my dad was smoking weed or drinking. Well, I knew he was drinking, but I didn't know that he would go snowmobiling just to get stoned until I found his pipe in the back of his snowmobile.
It was just normal. And then you're like, wait a second.
And then I found his pipe one time when I was like 16. I smoked all of his weed. He never did say anything to me about it because he
He didn't want to admit that
he didn't want to admit that he had weed.
Right. Yes.
Sometimes the truth hurts. That is another reason we lie, Link Weaver.
Very
you don't want
good.
to get hurt. Do you think being open with your kids will maybe keep them from doing drugs?
That is a maybe.
Yeah, that's a big maybe.
That is a maybe. Like, giving them that understanding, giving them that knowledge base, could possibly persuade them to not do drugs. Like, as far as Drake goes, I feel pretty good that he's not going to go down the drug and alcohol paths that I did, and it's actually pretty cool that you mentioned that, because that's another thing about this book here is it has a 99.98% success rate to change a child's developmental trajectory to something more positive. So utilizing the system can help your children live a different life.
Right. And I would hope that being honest would keep my kids from doing drugs, but I still worry about one of them. And shout out, it is my oldest son's birthday today. So Amos James Weaver, happy birthday. Love you. I don't think he's watching, but we're going to call him when we get home. All right. What's up, Lori? Good night, Claiborne. Susan, sick of being sick. What are your hours again? Sunday at 8, Thursday at 8, Tuesday at 8, Utah time. Recovering addict.
Is Mark leaving? Oh, I was confused. It looked like Mark was backing out. Is the Debbie? Is that a new name?
Where are you?
Right there.
Debbie. No, Debbie's been around.
Oh. Are you on the Discord, Debbie? We get pretty rowdy in there sometimes. And then Soupy.
What's up, Soup? Let's see, he says, my kids know almost everything. Two youngest are 14 and 15. I've been sober 13 years, and they don't remember alcoholic addict dad. That's nice, though, that they know everything, and they were too young to remember. Let's see, 19-year-old went to the bar with me when he was 5 and 6. Oof, crazy. What's the name of that book again?
The Connected Child, written by Karen Purvis.
Karen.
You want to throw that into the comments with your keyboard, ma'am?
She says, I love the honesty of sharing addiction stories. I feel like it frees me and helps others. Yeah, for sure. That's like the best thing is you don't realize how powerful your story is until it helps somebody. You just think it's like, oh, it's just my story. There's no big deal. But your story could be what helps somebody else come out of their tough situation or be what they needed to start working on their recovery. You just never know who needs to hear it.
Yeah, that's another thing that I love about recovery is like how many situations can you think of that you go to a group, you go to a place, you meet with a group of strangers and basically feel comfortable sharing the worst stuff you've ever done.
Right.
Like just a room full of strangers and you're talking about how you stole your grandmother's car and sold it for speed. Or, I don't know. I just made that one up. I didn't do that. But,
I didn't want to get cigarettes for your dad, but really you're going to take them to the garage and you smoke them.
Did you do that?
Oh, okay.
Link?
What?
Is this open and honest time with Mom?
I didn't do that.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Are you sure? Okay.
Do you know somebody who did that? Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I'm like,
Do you need to spill your guts right now? No, stop it.
We got any beans?
Susan. Well, me and my daughter are always arguing because she's homeless and stays stuck in bathrooms. And my grandkids are hearing us argue, me saying, you better not be doing drugs. So I guess they know because the younger one cries when she goes to the bathroom. And he's only 2. Tough situation. And maybe look into boundaries. And I don't want to accuse you of being an enabler because I don't know your situation, but look into what enabling is because just from what you said, it sounds like there maybe should be some boundaries to let her experience the consequences of her actions. Because that's what I had to do with, I'm going to take this down for a minute. That's what I had to do with my husband. I didn't realize I was enabling him, but by just having him be so drunk that he couldn't make it to the bedroom or he passed out, on the floor and helping him get to the bedroom or whatever, it was enabling him and he wasn't feeling the shame and the consequence of having to wake up in the middle of wherever he was and come in the house or like make it to bed or whatever the situation may be. So I have a good link I'm going to share, and maybe you might want to read it. Let me find it. It's hard though when it's your daughter and you love her like crazy and you want the best for them and you've seen them go down this crazy path of destruction. Hard not to want to jump in and try and intervene and make them quit, but you can't make them do anything. Where in the world is that link? I'm going to find it.
Your boy's so cool.
I know, I love him. So this says alcoholic, but it applies to both. And there's also another, we haven't shouted her out in a while. Right, when she's at your house. For anybody who's interested. But Amber, see, my brain does it. Amber, Put the Shovel Down is her YouTube channel. Check her out. Super cool. She is a counselor for substance users. Do you like that? And so she deals with substance users and their families, and then she has this channel, and then she talks about how the family can help the addict. It's very cool. She's very awesome.
That is cool. That is cool. So Green Eyed Cat has a comment there. Now, the book isn't necessarily talking about addiction. It's not necessarily talking about trauma. It's more of like the difference in children's behaviors and how to react. So it's really more of a parenting book than anything. But it does discuss some of the effects of. Let's see. We'll go to the table of contents real quick.
We can start going through it.
So yeah,
yeah, Amber Hollingsworth, Put the Shovel Down.
Okay.
What's up, big brother?
Yeah, it does. Like later on, it does cover the neurochemical impact of early deprivation and abuse. You know, talking about there's overload, sensory overload. Some kids become overstimulated and act out because they don't know how to self-regulate. I've noticed that lately. Look at that. Look at that. Pulled it out of my book.
Bookmark.
Bookmark.
Recap. What did I miss?
Lots of stuff.
Yeah, the whole thing.
You're gonna have to do catch it on the replay, sir.
But we're going through this book on parenting.
One more time, The Connected Child by Dr. Karen Purvis and Dr. David R. Cross. Anyway, so hope and healing. Parents who come to us for help often admit they're nearing the end of their ropes. The young child they brought home with high hopes remains somehow disconnected from the family, responding in odd or troubling ways to ordinary social situations, refusing affection, even lashing out and controlling the family through rage and tantrums. These parents have tried timeouts and punishments, and they've tried medications, but nothing seems to really help. Frustrated, they take the little one to specialists, pursue all kinds of solutions, and while their son or daughter may show some degree of improvement, family life remains more of a trial than a joy. Now, just really quickly, I just wanted to reiterate that this book is written more for foster families and the parents of adopted children, but I wanted to read it on this podcast because it does translate to our children from
children raised with addictive parents.
Yeah, children from hard places.
Yeah,
children from
broken
hard
homes.
places. International adoptions, the DCFS foster care system. But then, like she said, broken homes, addicted homes. The good news is that there's real hope for a better way. As research psychologists who specialize in child development, we have been delighted to watch adopted children and their families make tremendous gains once they begin using the philosophy and techniques outlined in this book. When parents really begin to understand this approach and put these methods into practice, they soon glow with delight at their blossoming child and newly connected family. It gives us great joy to see a new light sparkling in the eyes of mothers and fathers who were once disheartened. And like right there, that I was disheartened.
Mhm.
Like there was a point where I was disheartened because I didn't know how to fix the things that I did. I didn't know how to address my children's behaviors. So like I was disheartened at one point, and it took a lot of work and a lot of patience and a lot of love to create the relationships that I have with my kids today. And this is going to supplement and make it even better. What stood in the way before? Part of the problem was the conventional wisdom about troubled children. Here's an example. Imagine you've been invited to a friend's house for a snack of brownies. When you get there, you find flour, milk, eggs, sugar, and cocoa, each sitting in a separate dish. Your host says that you need to dip a finger into each dish and then put all of those ingredients on your tongue, and together that gives you a brownie. Sounds silly, right? Yet that's the same type of piecemeal and disconnected approach traditionally used for diagnosing and treating at-risk children.
Pause.
Yes.
Do we all know what time it is? What time is it? It's Cassie time.
Is it okay? Is it okay if I say my quote today, Jake? Just making sure.
Go ahead.
It's okay.
I didn't shut you down last time.
I know, but last time you were like, "Oh, are we done with your quote? We're gonna wrap it up now, Cassie." Remember, Jake?
I was just trying to stay on topic. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I had to give you a little.
And then get on.
I'm just teasing you. I'm just teasing, Jake. Mwah.
Yeah, I got a Cassie kiss.
Oh my gosh.
You too, Linky. Everybody, I love you guys so much.
We love you, Cassie.
I love you. Oh, look at you, Linky. I love you. So sweet. So today's quote came again from Mike Sipolowski. Remember how we say his last name?
Soupy. We call him Soupy.
Soupy. Yes, Soupy. So that's where my quote came from today. This one's really good. Okay. So I'm going, Jake. Ready? Here I go, Jake. So. Okay. The strongest people I've met have not been given an easier life. They have learned to create strength and happiness from a dark place.
Ah.
Nice,
Thank you.
right?
Thank you for
Yay.
the beautiful quote. Thank you to you and to Soupy. It's beautiful.
Yes, thank you, Soupy. I'm following you now. I like your memes are pretty darn funny too.
I like his stuff.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. So that's all for me today, guys. I'm super busy. Sorry I'm a little bit late, but I love you guys. And oh, you're showing your guns, Linky? We're showing our guns today? Yeah, I said, whoa. Okay. Working out with your dad?
Gun show.
All right. Oh, hey. Nice. Keep it going. I love you, Link Ty. Where's Millie Mill?
Downstairs hanging out with her friend.
They're downstairs. She's downstairs with Drake.
Drake. Who's Drake?
He's my boy.
Oh, your boy. How old is your boy?
He's 8.
Oh, how sweet. I need to see him. I haven't met him yet.
Drake.
He's the ginger boy that pops that just comes in and out.
Oh, I think he was on the other night with Link, right? He was standing up with Link. He was doing like some little dance or something I saw. Wasn't he?
Probably.
Yeah. That. Yes. The Link Ty. Woo! You have to teach me.
I don't remember that.
They probably did.
No, not that, but I think there was another. It was when I don't think you were on. No. Wasn't it the other night? Yeah, you were on, Jake. It was Link, Millie, and then another little boy.
Yeah.
No? Yeah, okay. So I didn't meet him, but I did see him.
Yeah, because Drake wouldn't be here if I wasn't here.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so there was when you're on. Okay, well, I'll have to meet him officially next time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're downstairs running around.
Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Well, I love you guys.
Good
Yeah.
baby. Okay, love you.
Love you guys. Let's bring it together. We're going to continue to spread that love.
Boom, boom, boom.
Love you guys. Have a good night.
You too.
You too.
Bye.
Bye,
night.
This is your place. Over there. That's how I felt. You gonna let me do my quote today? Oh.
It's like,
Feel the love.
you go
I'm really
over
feeling
smart.
it tonight.
I stay over smart.
You guys are funny.
Okay.
What's up, music lover? So I love Baskin Robbins, Teeter.
Carol Baskin.
Just gonna throw that out there.
Baskin Robbins.
World class chocolate. Try it.
And spaghetti.
That's gross.
He had Baskin Robbins and spaghetti together. Like
With a spoon.
married those two dishes.
Ooh,
I know you ate it with a spoon.
maybe spaghetti with a spork.
A spoon.
It's a flork.
The florkin, lorkin.
Flork.
Bjork, bark, bark.
What's it back?
Back to the book.
Too often, parents and experts look at behavioral disorders as if they existed separate from sensory impairments, separate from attention difficulties, separate from early childhood deprivation, neurological damage, attachment disorders, post-traumatic stress, and so on. We take a more holistic approach because we know from a wealth of scientific research that a baby's neurological, physical, behavioral, and relational skills all develop and emerge together. An infant needs more than just food and water and a roof over his or her head to grow. He or she needs close physical human contact and social interactions to develop optimally. Unfortunately, adopted children can miss out on having all their earliest needs met before they go home with their new families. Deprivation and harm suffered early in life impact all the ways that a child develops. Coordination, ability to learn, social skills, size, and even the neurochemical pathways in the brain. These consequences can linger years after a child has left a life of hardship. That's why formerly neglected and abused children are predisposed to such problems as attachment difficulties, conduct disorder, depression, anxiety, attention deficits, learning disabilities, and more. For example, a baby is born to a birth mother who abused alcohol during the baby's formative weeks. Even though the infant is adopted at birth and looks normal, he suffers subtle thinking and neurological impairments that reduce his ability to process language and to learn. As he grows up, his weak language skills and slowed comprehension cause him to misinterpret parental instructions or give peculiar responses. This behavior gets misinterpreted as uncooperative and defiant by adults who punish him. Fearfulness now interferes with his higher brain functioning, making it even harder for him to learn or to connect with his parents.
Because he's afraid?
Because he's afraid, because he's being misunderstood.
Right. I can see that.
Another example, a 2-year-old is adopted from an orphanage where she was underfed, undertouched, and neglected. From lack of stimulation, her senses have not developed normally. In her new adoptive home, she is bombarded by familiar sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and physical sensations, and she is bewildered by the social expectations in the unfamiliar environment. Her impoverished early life makes it impossible for her to keep up, and she becomes overwhelmed with stress and frustration. She expresses herself the only way she knows how, through tantrums and aggressiveness. Confused and troubled by her wild behavior, adults scold and send her to her room, where isolation makes it even harder for her to develop sensory skills or form close emotional bonds with the family. So what are you doing during the first 2 years of your child's life?
Nurturing and feeding them and doing everything they can't do for themselves.
So what would you say that is teaching the child? When a baby cries, what happens?
Yeah.
The mother or the father says yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So during the first 2 years of a child's life, you're saying yes to that child thousands and thousands of times.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the child in the orphanage, what are they going through?
The nose.
The nose. Their needs are not being met. They're not being touched. They're not getting that sensory input that is building the neural pathways.
Yeah.
So they don't have the capacity. Like we addicts spend a lot of time numbing themselves
Right.
so that they don't have to feel. So when we get clean, when I got clean, I had to learn how to feel emotions.
Right.
And when they started to come, I was overwhelmed, like really overwhelmed with emotions. So it's sort of a similar thing. Like these children, they become overstimulated through ordinary sensations because they didn't have that.
Hey, thanks, Sean and Marilyn and Soupy. We appreciate everything you do, and like LC says, we use this money, and he goes and helps the homeless.
Polar Nights. We got another Twitcher.
Hello.
From
good morning.
Norway.
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 Is he basically
That
a
is
Viking?
not the accent at all. I don't think so. What?
Is he basically a Viking?
Are you a Viking? Polar Nights? Are you a Viking?
That would be cool. Aren't they from
Tell
Norway?
us your secrets. Your Norwegian secrets. What is that? Jarlsberg? No. What's the Swiss cheese? But there's another Jarlsberg. It's the cheese from Norway, I think.
Is it?
Jarlsberg. It starts with a J.
Jarlsberg. Jarlsberg. Slurken. Work.
So, and there's that other thing, the moose is in the boxing.
The boxing and the moosing and the boxing. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't show it to me the other night.
Oh, that's what it was.
That is what it was.
After.
Okay, so.
We don't call us Vikings anymore. We lost copyrights. Well, that's a bummer.
I thought, aren't you going to fight for those rights?
You got to fight.
For your right to party?
To Viking.
Oh,
yeah?
okay.
Don't do that. Stop it.
Okay.
I'm going to call you a Viking. Because your name is very Vikingish. Polar Knights, the Viking.
As much as we might wish for a quick answer, no single treatment
Teeter
works perfectly with all at-risk children.
Thank you.
Thank you, Teeter. However, through our own research with families during the past 10 years, we know that a multidisciplinary approach can help many youngsters transform into happier, well-adjusted family members who are a delight to their parents. The key is to treat the whole child with all his or her interrelated needs, not just one small aspect of behavior or illness. For the best results, you need to disarm your child's fear response, establish clear and sensitive parental authority, provide a sensory-rich environment, teach appropriate social skills, support healthy brain chemistry, help your child connect with his or her own feelings, forge a strong emotional bond between you and your child. These healing elements combine to reduce the multiple effects of harm, whether the cause was an unhealthy prenatal or postnatal environment, malnutrition, impoverished caretaking, or abuse. These healing elements can even activate attachment skills, trigger learning breakthroughs, and promote physical growth. Children with the greatest developmental challenges make the most progress in a sensory-rich, nurturing-rich environment. By providing this along with love, guidance, and acceptance, you can help overcome a legacy of maltreatment and become an effective healer for your own child. However, the burden is on you to actively reach out to where your child is now and coach and guide him or her toward healing. Effective coaching and parenting of an at-risk child, as explained in this book, is multidisciplinary and ongoing. It involves building EQ, emotional intelligence, as well as IQ, intellectual mastery. It supports your child's senses and physiology along with his or her psychology. It means helping your child get in touch with his own feelings as well as his needs, emotions, hunger, pain, and fear, so that he can then connect comfortably with the world around him and you. It means teaching your child communication skills and coping mechanisms so she can succeed in life. It means demonstrating that you are in charge, yet sensitive to your child's needs. This book contains practical techniques designed to help you and your child achieve these goals. Our multi-layered approach has benefited an enormous range of youngsters, from a 3-year-old who was adopted at birth with cocaine and alcohol in her system to a violent 16-year-old who spent her first 12 years in a brutal orphanage environment. This approach helps children regardless of age, development level, or whether they're lightly or severely impaired. It works in the home environment, the summer camp environment, the school environment, and residential treatment facilities. If out of fear or embarrassment in admitting there is a problem, you wait too long to take corrective action with your child, you risk becoming too depleted and worn out to be effective when you finally do take action. Parents can pay now by making changes in how they deal with their struggling child, or they can pay later. But when they wait, interest on the payment is steep because dysfunctional habits have become deeply entrenched. Since you are reading this book, we know you want your child to enjoy as soon as possible the benefits of functioning effectively, happily, and lovingly within your family. In later chapters, we will explain how a healthy child develops, where your little one may have missed out, and how you can help fill in those gaps. But first, we'd like to highlight a few more fundamentals of our philosophy.
I like the disabling the fear or whatever it said. That's
yeah,
big.
that's a big one.
And I know a lot of times, like sometimes I just don't think about it that my kids have emotions. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh, they're good, but they may or may not be struggling with something. Yeah, they got feelings too.
Yeah, like that's been a big thing with Drake. Like there was so much instability and like so much instability and fear in his day to day before I brought him home that he has really attached to me to a point that there are very, very few places that he is excited and doesn't have anxiety to go. Like it's actually gone so far that he has made himself vomit, like shoved his toothbrush down his neck to throw up to stay home from school because his anxiety of going past the porch without me was so great. He didn't want nothing to do with it.
Right.
You know, so I've had to be consistent with him, maintain a consistent schedule, maintain that he's going to go to school, you know, like bath schedule, you know, taking care of his get-go schedule, like build this routine, but then also show him Dad's going to come home.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yep.
Every single day. Dad's going to come home. Dad's going to pick him up from school. Somebody's going to pick him up from school.
Yeah.
You know, just so that he doesn't feel forgotten, just to disarm that fear response.
Yeah.
You know,
that's good. I'll have to think about that more often. Fear response.
Yeah, I think the viewers need.
What do you keep saying?
Do
Bears.
Do you know what I think the viewers need? A link joke.
Oh, the viewers.
The
viewers need a link joke.
Well, what accent was that? What dialect? European.
Yeah, and I think with addiction and being a spouse of addiction that we kind of get wrapped up in all our own emotions and we don't think about our kids' emotions as much as we should. Something I'm going to start thinking about more.
You know what? Every night before you guys go to bed, you should talk about your emotions and say a prayer.
That's a good idea. I like it.
Polar Knight loves the beards.
Oh, thanks, Polar. He said he's a nice Viking.
Who, me?
No, Polar Knights isn't nice. They're peaceful people now.
Oh.
Of course you're a nice Viking.
Soupy's wife is a Viking. Thanks for covering, Addict.
Does your wife have a sister? I'm looking for a Viking. A female Viking. A Valkyrie. Never mind.
Yeah. It's just you go about your day-to-day life and you just expect them to do their chores and do their homework. And sometimes you forget to ask them how their day went. You get so wrapped up in all the things that need to get done.
Every day I ask my dad, did you have any resentments?
Ask him what his
Doing a step 10. Heck yeah.
Very good. And I do have an announcement that I will not be here next Thursday. It will be the Jake and Chris show.
Next
going
Thursday is
forward.
Thanksgiving.
Thursday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to do a show on Thanksgiving?
We still there still needs to be some discussion. Like, cause it's either going to be one way or it's going to be another. We will reveal later.
But there will be no show on Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Due to Thanksgiving. What is he doing this for?
What?
What are you doing that for?
I'll be in a turkey hangover. I mean,
You're addicted to turkey.
and Teeter done queued it up for us.
Oh, you know what? Hold on.
Oh, you
Hold on.
want it, or do you want to read another?
Hold on.
I want to scroll up and see what was going on.
He wanted to
We
come in
stopped
and
at-
say you.
Debbie went to work. That's where
Oh, okay. Cool.
That's where we left off. Hold on. One more. About a month ago, I was going through a hard time. I said something very sad for. I had medication complications, got sick, went to the doctor, gave me something effective medication. Please forgive me. You're forgiven. Serenity now.
The we,
Yes.
God,
God,
grant us the serenity
to accept the things we
Things are
cannot
cannot
change,
change.
the courage to change the things we can, and the
the
wisdom
wisdom
to
to
know
know
the
the
difference. Amen.
Amen.
and
Okay, don't kill me.
oh, LT says it's my last night. Sounds like it's pretty official.
Well, that's like I got that, but it was the other details that need to be ironed out before we.
Yes.
That was an enthusiastic amen to that.
Amen. Amen. How's that?
Getting my arm yanked off for the amen.
Oh, we love you, Teeter.
Okay.
All right, everybody, have a good night.
So
Stay strong.
don't put yourself in a high risk situation. Work your program.
Stay strong, work your program, and remember.
We recover better
Together.
together.